This small dove, dating between 500 and 650 AD, is part of a much larger set of 15 artifacts that were found by archaeologists in the ancient city of Ataruti in the province of Apamea in modern-day Syria. The liturgical vestments of which the dove was part of were most likely offerings that some members of the Christian community made to the Church of St. Stephen. The little bird is perhaps the most curious and fascinating artifact of the entire treasure. Completely made out of silver, it features an elaborate decoration that simulates the presence of feathers, while on the beak it is likely that at the time it held a cross. Originally, it hung from the ceiling of the church where it was kept, and thus normally viewed from below. We know of two other similar artifacts like this. One was kept in the church of the city of Tours, and the other one in the church of Hagia Sophia in Byzantium. The Ataruti one represents the oldest example ever discovered. At the time, it most likely served a scenic function, given by the reflection of the material the moment in which it was hit by light. The treasure was hidden with a certain haste, most likely as a form of protection from raid or destruction, probably around 614 AD when the city fell by the hands of the Persians. The dove is a recurring subject in the history of art. Its iconology is full of meaning that has been reinterpreted and transformed over the centuries. With the advent of Christianity, according to the Gospel, the bird ascended at the moment of Christ's baptism in the waters of the Jordan, representing the incarnation of the Holy Spirit and the point of union between the human and the divine nature of Christ. In the case of the discovery of Ataruti, the object can allow us to raise a series of questions related to the historical and cultural context surrounding its creation. In the course of the 6th and 7th century AD, the Catholic Church is still greatly divided on a series of theological issues. One of these concerns the nature of Christ. Due to a lack of unified theology, already in the 4th century, we witnessed the birth of the first heresy in the history of the Church, Arianism, according to which Christ only has one nature, its human one. The presence of a religious symbol such as the dove perhaps serve as a reinforcement of the theological doctrine to convey the message of the Trinity. The artifact can also provide us the opportunity to reflect on a further event that would shake Christian communities in the Byzantine Empire about a century later. The iconoclastic period, generally placed between the 7th and 8th century, in which many sacred images were destroyed due to the fear of possible idolatry they might provoke in the faithful. It is obviously impossible to know what the fate of the dove would have been was it not hidden more than a century before, but perhaps it is precisely thanks to the fact that it was concealed and thus preserved the reason why we can still have it today.